What's up, y'all? Ron Clock here and welcome back to the channel. Today we're reviewing the Black Ember KOMPAK. Now, as the name suggests, it's a compact crossbody bag. I'd categorize it as a sling, and after spending several months with it, it's clear to me that it is a well-built bag that's packed with features geared towards the urban commuter and traveler. Now, would I recommend it? Yeah, but there are exceptions. Let's jump in. I can safely say this is going to be one of the last few times. Stay hydrated. This is going to be the last few times you're going to see this office as it is. We've got a lot of stuff planned. We've got a studio reboot is what I like to call it. But basically, we're going to turn the aesthetics of this office 180. All this stuff that you see back here, a lot of the colors are going to change up. It's going to be a different look, and I'm super stoked on how the studio is going to look like a month from now. It's gonna be quick, guys. It's coming up. Full disclosure, Black Ember did send this bag out for me to review, but they did not pay me to say anything or to produce this video. So you're gonna hear about the good features, the not so good features, whether or not I'll be carrying this bag moving forward, and why this may or may not be a good fit for you. This is it, the Black Ember KOMPAK. Now, I know at first glance, this thing looks a little different than other slings I've covered on this channel and EDC slings in general when you're thinking slings, but we'll talk about the shape of it later in this video. I'll leave the product page for your technical specifications, all that good stuff below so you can check it out for yourself. But long story short, this 5-liter sling bag is primarily made out of recycled Cordura Recor RN66, which is just a fancy name for one of the first recycled Cordura materials available on the market. This is really cool because you get to enjoy the same weather-resistant characteristics that Cordura is known for, while at the same time being more sustainable with the types of bags you choose to purchase and carry. Other materials you'll find in this bag that are signature to the Black Ember style and look include the Hypalon synthetic rubbers. You'll find this in their zipper pulls, cable pass-throughs, things that are handled quite frequently and need more durability. You'll also find AquaGuard YKK zippers incorporated throughout and abrasion-resistant ripstop nylon in the interior. Other details that stand out to me with this bag include the magnetic closure in the front pocket, detachable straps so you can wear it or stow it, and the clamshell opening of this bag that you don't really see in other slings. One thing that's really cool about Black Ember bags is their proprietary bond stitch laser cut construction. So all the pieces of the bag are laser cut. You get a really precise and consistent bag construction. I think it really supports that whole aesthetic of having clean and minimal lines. When you look at Black Ember bags, that's the first thing that really pops out to you. Well, it's kind of ironic because that's the standout feature, but it in of itself is very subtle because everything's all blacked out, everything is smooth, clean, and stealthy, so really cool. One of the things I like about this bag is that it's well designed. I mean, overly designed. When you look at a 5-liter sling, you don't really expect much. You know, maybe one main compartment, some organization inside, a zip, a strap, and you're good. But this thing is... There's so many features in this small footprint, it's insane. You've got cable pass-throughs, which is pretty unique. I don't really see that in a lot of other slings, and in our day and age with tech being ever so integrated into our everyday carry, having cable pass-throughs for audio, for portable charging needs, I feel like it's almost a must. You know, with technology, you're always straddling this balance between new machines with better batteries built in, and then having solutions for charging your machines throughout the day to make sure it can keep up with you, whatever the day or work may bring. And then you take a look at the inside, and there's all sorts of different pockets to help you make odds and ends of your everyday carry. You've got big pockets, medium pockets, small pockets, slim pockets for your pens, zipped pockets for your sensitive stuff, and AquaGuard zippers to keep everything watertight. There's even places for you to hang your key ring with a magnetic clip. The front pocket has a magnetic closure so you can get in and out really quick without having to fuss with zippers, and that's where I would put my most frequently used items. Like, let's say if I don't want anything in my pockets, I might even put my smartphone in there so I could just grab it, check my notifications, put it back in there real quick. This thing is really good for traveling specifically because it has a dedicated place for your passport, identification, money, stuff like that with this back pocket, but it stays as close to your person as possible when you have this sling on you. Now, one thing that I'm on the fence about is this clamshell design that's incorporated into the bag. Now, while typically you'll see this in EDC pouches, clamshell style, it allows you to lay your bag flat as you're organizing, taking things in and out. It's also useful if you're at a coffee shop and you just want to put this down beside you as a portable workstation. You have all your gear, your cables, your SSDs and stuff like that. You just want to keep that in front of you. That's awesome with the clamshell because it opens up and sits flat. The thing with having a clamshell design with slings though is that you got to be worried about your stuff falling out while you're wearing it. And because it's a sling, it's going to be on your person more often than not. Sure, you could just unzip the top part and leave the bottom part zipped, but that's one more thing you have to think about. If the zipper snags on something and it just pulls, the whole thing can just open up and your items could fall out depending on how you've organized it. If you keep things in the pockets, then you should have no problem because they'll stay in the pockets. And even if the clamshell door becomes ajar, you're good. Nothing's really loose that's gonna come out. But let's say you're carrying a little more stuff than usual and you wanna just throw it into the open cavity of the clamshell, you're gonna run that risk of having the zipper come off unintentionally and things falling out. Things I don't like about the bag, I'm just not a fan of the crossbody silhouette, the shape of it. Like, it just feels like a rectangular box on your body. You know, when you think slings, you think because it's one strap and it's going across like this, you want the sling itself to be super streamlined and contour to your body along that axis. And I feel like with this rectangular box, it just really interrupts that axis line. And I don't know, man, it feels clunky. I feel like depending on the length of the strap, how you have it sitting on you, it's gonna bump on you every step you take. And, you know, like kind of do this kind of thing when you're walking, and it just, I don't know, like, and then if it's lower, your leg's gonna run into it. If it's higher, then it just feels like it's, I don't know, too much of a rectangular box just right up in here on the torso. I'm just not a fan. Like, if you like crossbody bags and how, you know, messenger style, if you're traveling from point A to point B and you like that stuff, that's great. But for me, slings should be super streamlined, and I feel like the crossbody silhouette just doesn't do it. Speaking of straps too, I feel like out of this whole bag, the strap is the afterthought. They super designed the hell out of this bag, just everything going into it. And then you look at the strap, and the strap looks like it came off of a Jansport backpack. You know, it's just rigid. When you do want to contour it, it kinks in random spots. And I feel like if they just went with this same nylon strap all the way through with just like a Hypalon pad or something like that, that would have been so much better. I mean, maybe they did it to keep it under budget or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like as a sling, the strap design is pivotal. You know, it's the main interface between body and bag, and you've only got one. It's not like a backpack where there are two straps to distribute the weight. You've only got one strap. You've got to nail the design. You've got to nail the padding. You've got to nail the comfort. You've got to nail the contour, making sure that the strap sits well on the body. And yeah, you could say that these are just detachable and you can use it both as a sling and as a bag. You could just toss into your larger backpack and stuff, but I don't know, I'm kind of disappointed. Even their other straps on their other bags, like the TKS sling, was awesome, but this one felt like it was an afterthought. Also, for me, this bag sits in a weird limbo between a minimal sling and a full-blown backpack. For my workflow, I'm either super minimal, I go with a sling that's 2 or 1 liter or less, and I work out of my phone, or I'm bringing the whole shebang, a full 20-liter backpack at least, with my laptop, my accessories, my headphones, and I'm working at a coffee shop for hours on end. So for me, this is, you know, yes, it does fit an iPad mini, but I don't use an iPad mini personally, and I don't think very many people out there use an iPad mini. It's more like a full-blown iPad, or they're working out of, you know, their smartphone. So I would have loved this bag as a college student, I think that's like the perfect profile for this bag. You know, as a college student, you're gonna have your lazy days. You might just bring your phone one day, leave your laptop in your dorm room, and you might bring your Nintendo Switch or something, which I feel like detached is perfect to stow in here. So you've got academics through the phone, attending classes, you've got entertainment, your Nintendo Switch, your AirPods, small headphones that collapse well, throw them in here and you're set. So this serves as a nice, light, mobile, on-the-go bag for a little more than your essentials. But for me, I don't have a spot for this specific bag size in my workflow. It's either super minimal, super lightweight, or full-blown tech backpack go style. The Black Ember KOMPAK comes in at $119 US, and I feel like that's a bit overpriced for what you get. It's a very technically designed bag, and it's got a robust set of features. It can truly do a lot for you if you're traveling or commuting frequently with a light-ish kit that's geared towards tech, and of course the aesthetics are always 100% with Black Ember. You just gotta be on board with the crossbody look, be aware of the shortcomings of a clamshell designed opening in a sling that you're gonna keep on you a lot of the time, and you gotta deal with a functional but very ordinary strap. If we're talking strictly Black Ember, I'd lean into something in either of two flavors. The TKS Sling, which is a tech kit and a sling in one. It's very streamlined, very minimal, and it's curated towards minimal EDC essentials. Or the Shadow 22, which is a 22-liter core backpack that can serve as a daily workhorse for all of your commuting, traveling, or coffee shop productivity session needs. It is still early February 2023, and this thing is still on pre-order until the end of February. So you got a little time to think about it, see if this kit works for you. And you also have a chance to check out Black Ember's expanded collection. They've got a variety of slings, backpacks, travelers that will suit a variety of different profiles. Now, I know there's not gonna be any one bag that fits across every single person. We live with purpose here on this channel, so I know that different people are gonna curate different things for their needs. So will I be using this bag going forward? Probably not, but I backed their TKS Sling over 2 years ago when it went on Kickstarter, and I still use it to this day. It's in the rotation. I love their Shadow backpack, as I said earlier. Review on that coming out soon, but I love their aesthetic, man. Clean, minimal, blacked out, and the features that they're building into every one of their bags that caters towards the urban commuter and traveler that has a very tech-heavy kit, whether that's a minimal EDC essentials kit or a more expanded productivity session loadout. They do that feature set extremely well. So if that's you, keep an eye on Black Ember, y'all. If you're still struggling to find the perfect sling for you and your loadout this year, definitely take a look at this video. I'll leave it on screen for a little bit so you have a chance to click through. It's a sling roundup with some of the best bags I encountered last year in 2022. I pitted them together to find out which ones worked best for different needs. So I'll see you there next. Live with purpose. Peace.